For more than 2 decades, Ed Sullivan was America's most trusted gatekeeper. Every Sunday night, starting in 1948, he welcomed the biggest stars in the world into millions of living rooms from CBS Studio 50. On camera, he was stiff, awkward, unfailingly polite. But behind the curtain at the Ed Sullivan Theater, Sullivan saw a very different side of fame. And according to producers and crew who worked closest to him, he never forgot what he saw. Sullivan believed one thing mattered more than talent: how a person treated those with less power. Stagehands, assistants, musicians, women, minorities. The moments before the cameras rolled told him everything. Over the years, he quietly formed a mental list of performers he believed were not just difficult, but genuinely harmful human beings. He didn't shout about it, he didn't hold press conferences, he simply remembered. Some of the behavior disturbed even veteran crew members. One longtime stage manager later recalled that when certain stars left the building, Sullivan would shake his head and say, "That person should never be around children or have power over anyone." Coming from a man who built careers, that silence spoke volumes. Among those who troubled him were beloved legends whose public images masked darker realities. Bing Crosby, the warm voice of Christmas, was one. According to his son Gary Crosby's 1983 memoir, Going My Own Way, Crosby was violently abusive at home, beating his children with belts until they bled. Crew members at Studio 50 noticed a chilling contrast between Crosby's gentle on-camera persona and his cold, distant behavior backstage. Sullivan kept things strictly professional with him, never warm, never social. Milton Berle, Uncle Milty, was another. Offstage, numerous women across decades described him as a predator who exposed himself, made unwanted advances, and used his power to intimidate young performers and staff. Female crew members learned to work in pairs when Berle was booked. Everyone in television knew, but silence protected him because he delivered ratings. Frank Sinatra terrified Sullivan in a different way. While admired for his talent, Sinatra's temper and mob-connected entourage created real fear. During one appearance, he grabbed a floor manager by the tie for giving a standard timing warning. Sullivan nearly pulled the segment. Afterward, he limited Sinatra's appearances, a rare move for someone of that stature. Jerry Lewis shocked Sullivan with cruelty rather than violence. The same man who cried on MDA telethons was infamous for humiliating staff, screaming over minor mistakes, and asserting dominance even on live television. After repeated incidents, Lewis quietly joined a short list of performers no longer welcome. Lucille Ball troubled Sullivan for another reason. As one of the most powerful figures in television, she had the authority to change things, yet former employees documented her role in enforcing discriminatory casting practices. Sullivan, who pushed to feature black performers, kept his distance. Jackie Gleason's explosive rages, Bob Hope's exploitation hidden behind patriotism, Sophie Tucker's open discrimination, and Dean Martin's habit of looking away when others crossed lines all stayed with Sullivan. Some sins were loud, others were silent. To Sullivan, silence could be just as damning. What made these judgments different was consistency. Sullivan tolerated ego, he understood pressure, but cruelty, abuse, racism, exploitation, and violence crossed a line. His quiet disapproval was often the only accountability these stars ever faced. Behind every polished image, Sullivan saw the truth. And while the industry protected its most profitable names, one man at the center of it all never forgot who they really were. If this story shocked you, let me know in the comments which revelation hit hardest. Subscribe to Hollywood Unseen and hit the notification bell so you never miss the stories they didn't want you to hear.